welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Icie and I'm so happy to have you here. So in today's video, I am doing another work day in my life. You guys seem to really love these videos when I take you along my job as a legal assistant. So we're just gonna do another one and hang out for the day. I am running a little bit late, but to be honest, I'm always running a little bit late. Let me show you guys my outfit of the day. So it's still really hot here in San Diego, even though it's technically fall. So we kind of have this, I guess, cozy, yet we've also got the black boots, so I kind of feel like it adds a little bit of edge to it. I've mentioned this before in my videos that our office attire dress code is very, very casual. So I know that this may not look like the typical attire that you would wear in a law firm, but our law firm is quite small in terms of like the people that are actually present and physically working in the office. So it's very, very casual. And that's the reason why I'm able to wear kind of more like trendier things that you would wear going out. But yeah, and then I just have my gold jewelry. So I'm gonna grab my bag and then head to work right now. Good afternoon. I just got back from my daily walk, which is why I'm a little bit sweaty and have the AC blasting, so I apologize for the background noise, but it is still really hot here in San Diego, even though it's technically fall. Also, my camera died, so I'm currently filming on my iPhone. I have the iPhone 13, so I think the quality shouldn't be too bad, but if you see like a difference, that's why. And I'm almost done with my lunch, but I wanted to include something in this work vlog. I was watching back some of my other vlogs and the ones that are day in the life as a legal assistant, and I feel like, at least to me, and maybe it's just because I'm the one that's creating it and like producing the video, but sometimes I feel like it can seem a little bit repetitive. And so something that I was thinking that could help these videos be beneficial to you guys, because I know you guys really like to see when I talk about my role as a legal assistant, I wanted to include like some type of advice or just kind of open up about something that I think could like help someone, whether you are in the legal industry or not. And so something that I wanted to talk about is how I handle stress and how I handle bad days, because I actually had one of those days yesterday. And basically I was dealing with a really hard client and it was really frustrating, and I had to have one of the attorneys step in and kind of take over because it was something that I couldn't really resolve on my own. And I try not to do that as often because I really believe that you should try and use your skills to resolve something without getting management involved, but there are cases like yesterday where it really was just unavoidable. So anyway, I just wanted to share some tips and I guess, some like mindset practices that I'm trying to implement as well, and that could be helpful for you guys if you're in a very high pressure field, or even if you're just dealing with like work related stress. You don't have to be in the legal field. You could literally be working anywhere and you could still encounter stress. And so something that I try and tell myself is, you know, it's not your fault. And I think a lot of the times my issue sometimes is when things don't go right, or when I'm dealing with a particularly challenging client, I feel like all of the blame and all of the fault is on me, when in reality there are just some things that I can't control. For example, I can't control if a client is being unresponsive to us. I can't control whether or not they decide to communicate with the law firm or answer their phones when we need specific information. If you're dealing with like a work-related issue, really try and take a step back and tell yourself, you know, it's not your fault. You're doing the best that you can, and there are just some things that fall through the cracks, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you and everything else to do with something outside of your control. And I know that's way easier said than done, but it is something that I think has helped me kind of deal with stress, especially in a field that I feel like can feel very high pressure. The other thing that I think is helpful is to really assess your own boundaries and your own limits from your experience, and not to compare that to anyone else's. Sometimes when you're in a high pressure field, you can feel like, oh, I mean, they're always stressed out. They always seem to be working harder. Like, does that mean I have to be constantly stressed out and that I have to feel like I'm losing my mind in order to feel like I'm working hard enough? This could even apply to school as well. But the truth is that you really just need to kind of put your blinders on and like focus on your own work, and not compare your ability to handle stress, I guess your capacity for stress and your capacity for, I don't even know, like workload, and compare that to someone else's, because everyone has different limits. And so trying to feel like you need to be like someone else at your job is just not productive, because you're your own person. You have your own strengths, your own weaknesses. So try to analyze it from your own point of view. And finally, the last thing that I think helps is just kind of stepping away, whether that is physically and going for a daily walk, or just kind of taking a moment to breathe and just like shut off your computer. Whenever I go out for my lunch, I always exit out of my email. I turn my notifications off, because it's like the work is always going to be there. You know, there's always going to be something that I could work on, something that I could follow up with. And so having those really strict rules of like, no, it's time to take a break. You can go back to this in 30, 45 minutes when you get back from lunch. Not everything has to be done right at that moment. And that is something that I specifically have to be better at analyzing, because I always feel like I have to get everything done right at this moment. Everything has to be urgent. So practicing I guess, being able to separate what is actually urgent and what can wait a little bit longer could also help alleviate some of that work-related stress. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of my work rant, or kind of this advice. I want to be able to incorporate these little car chats in my work vlogs, because I think it can help, I guess, differentiate each work vlog if I include like a different aspect of advice. So maybe this one is going to be about how to handle stress, how I handle bad days, and then in the next vlog I'll focus on a different area that I can maybe provide a little bit of knowledge on. But it is about time for me to head back into my office, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will just carry on with the day, hoping that it stays smooth. So far today has been way better than yesterday, but as I always say, I never tell anyone that it's been a slow day until the day is actually done. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So let's go back.
there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you, your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't live without you.
Hey guys, so I just finished my dinner and it was really delicious. I will try and link the recipe that I used down below, but I just got it off Pinterest and it was super easy to make as well. I think prep time was probably 15 minutes at most, and then I cooked it for about 15 minutes. The recipe said 12 to 15, so I just did it 15 to make sure it was cooked all the way. But now I am going to enjoy the rest of my evening and officially close out this vlog. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming along with me, and now I have a little dessert. So I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna end this vlog with a really calming and cozy montage of the rest of my night. But with that said, I will see you guys in another video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.
Hey guys, so welcome back. Oh no, it's an intro, right?
It's an outro.
Okay, wait. Hey guys, so dinner was pretty nice. Icie and I just finished having dinner. We were watching New Girl. We're almost done with season 1. It's pretty amazing. Honestly, we're fascinated by it. And yeah, I'm just over here chilling, relaxing. I don't want your hand, fool. Give me the little cone. Out here relaxing. Stop. El cono. Having one of those mini cones from Trader Joe's. Really good, really.
You see, filming and vlogging is not as easy as it looks. Alright, bye!